Hey guys, Bryce Tubbs here. So today I'm going to be talking about how to really go about starting your own accounting or bookkeeping business from scratch. Now, the reason why this is so important of a topic is that most people don't really understand what causes you to move forward in life and in business. Specifically, there's two main misconceptions people have when it comes to winning. So number one, people who are unprepared become unsuccessful. It's very simple, very straightforward. Whenever I can always tell by someone's actions whether or not they're going to be successful very quickly. And oftentimes I have like little micro tests that I do. And before we go any further, if you want help growing your accounting or your bookkeeping business and you've been trying to make it work, you just don't really know exactly what you don't know, and you feel like there's something that is stopping you from reaching the goal, but you can't quite put your finger on it and it's causing you not to reach your potential. Or maybe you're doing okay in your business. Maybe you're at $3,000, $5,000, $7,000 a month, but you know there's a next level. You just don't really know what is the structure, the strategy, and the formula to be able to reach that 15, 20, 30K per month mark. I invite you to go ahead and click on the link below, book call with me, and see if I can help you out. At the very least, you can know exactly what we need to do, and if it's not a great fit, I can point you in the right direction and give you some resources so that maybe in the future we can work together. Now, back to what we're saying, okay? So people who are unprepared become unsuccessful. Now, it's really, really interesting to me that a lot of people who are extremely, extremely successful in corporate America oftentimes have the hardest time switching over to starting their own business. I'm not saying it doesn't happen. I'm just saying that the mentalities that they take from corporate America for some reason don't tend to translate over to starting their own business. And really the reason why is because of mentalities, mindsets, and the fact that a lot of them are out of the kind of grunt work, the baby work. I'll never forget it. One of my top students, when she was first starting, she kept saying, she didn't want to do this, she didn't want to do this, she didn't want to do this, she didn't want to do this. And I asked her, what happened to the hunger you had when you were first starting, in corporate America? Like what happened when you were climbing that ladder? When did you lose that kind of like hunger? And it wasn't until she started saying, well, my day to day, it's just more of like on the strategic level. But then I said, okay, well, cool. But keep in mind that when you're starting your business, if you don't have a team or if you don't have someone to do the grunt work for you, you are the person that's to do all the tactical stuff, and you aren't going to be able to build your business to a strategic level until you can go put in that foundation of, just the foundation. Like, for example, you can get someone to do the outreach for you. You can get someone to do the accounting and bookkeeping work for you. You can get someone to go and do the sales calls for you. But somebody has to do it inside of your business. So, somebody has to do it. It's either going to be you or you're going to get somebody else to do it. And it's really, really interesting, right? Because when you're growing your business, you have to have this like animalistic hunger, right? And even hunger is kind of a misleading word. It's more of like an obsession. And when I say an obsession, okay, it's not like you're trying to spend 10 hours per day, every single day, on growing the business. It's more about like spending 1 hour per day, every single day over the course of 2 years, right? That's the kind of obsession, that's the kind of focus that we're looking for when we are growing our business, right? Because it's about consistency over intensity. And this stuff adds up, guys. Like, it adds up so fast. And, whenever you see like all my students who are growing, to that 10K per month level or that, 20K per month level, it's not that they did it one time and, like it just cracked for them and they didn't just find the secret. It's more, they kept stacking. They kept building this kind of momentum for themselves. They started tapping in. They started building relationships. They started using our automated marketing system. They started using our sales scripts. They started using our pricing calculators, right? And it became a very systemized approach to growth. And then slowly but surely, sometimes it's fast. Sometimes people, will get to 10K per month in like 35 days. Sometimes they'll do it in 34 days. Sometimes they'll do it in 68 days, right? But it's just a very consistent kind of stair-step linear growth. And it's all because they're doing small activities over the course of time that adds up to, one, making a lot of money, but two, it's also a very, very kind of easy and consistent pace. Let me kind of zoom out just a little bit. I feel like I'm really, really close to the camera. Yeah, it's a little better. And it's just a better pace for them and allows them to be able to slowly but consistently scale in a more of a relaxed manner to their goal so that they never feel like they're being overwhelmed. And this is why a lot of the people who are inside of my program, like they start off at their job, right? And they end up getting to like, $8,000, $9,000 a month while still working that full-time job, while still having time for their family. And it's just really cool to be able to do that. But that doesn't come from just like 100% maximum effort one day. It comes from a little bit of effort every single day. Every single day. I always like to actually liken it to going to the gym. Who do you think makes more progress? The person who comes in one time per month for, a year straight? Or the person that, spends about, well, when they come in, they spend like 10 hours in the gym. They're just doing their bench press, doing their curls, doing their squats, doing an entire full body routine one time per month. Or is the person that comes in, they might only have, 20, 30 minutes to spend in the gym because, life is busy, but they do it every single day for 2 years. Every single day. Maybe they take off Saturday and Sunday, but they do it every single weekday. Who do you think is going to make more progress towards their goal? That is exactly what you have to be thinking about when you're starting your business. For example, one of my students, she didn't really have a lot of time, right? Because she had a newborn and she had a young child. I think the young child was about like 3 or 4 years old, right? And she was working a full-time job, and she had a spouse, so she was doing a lot of the parenting and a lot of the just work outside of her current job at her home, right? So she had to learn and build systems to be able to go and grow her business. Right, and the reason why she wanted to even start the business because she wanted more free time. She wanted more time to spend with her family, but she wasn't really able to do that at her current job because they're just demanding more and more and more hours from her over time. Right, so the first thing we had to do is we had to say, okay, cool. So this is your KPIs per day. This is how much work you have to do if you want to be able to go and reach your goal by the end of like the month or the end of the 2 months or 3 months, whatever is the kind of pace that you want. Can you put in this much time? Okay, cool. So time's kind of limited. Okay, so can you then go and use the automated system first so you can be able to just come, wake up in the morning, hit play, and then you check your phone about 1 to 3 times a day to see who's responded to you. And then about 1 to 2 times per week, you just do a consultation call with someone who's interested in working with you. Can you do that? If you can do that, if you can carve out, 30 minutes, per week to be able to speak to people who want to make some money for you, then you can do that. Now, if you could do more, like if you're a person who watches this and you're saying, I don't have this kind of time constraints, I can do more, I can do as much as it takes, that's better. But like worst case scenario, I'm kind of talking worst case scenario time wise. Like this is kind of what it takes. Just being able to put in a little bit of work over time that just makes you able to go reach the goal. That's what you're shooting for. That's what it takes inside of this business. In professional services, businesses, it's just about consistency, right? Because a lot of times when you're doing this, it's all about trust. Like whether you're doing insurance, whether you're doing accounting, whether you're doing real estate, whether you're doing financial advising, consulting. It's all about building relationships with people, and then over time, just like whoop, and your income just goes whoop. And that's really the secret to success when starting your own accounting or bookkeeping business. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully you learned something new. I can't wait to see you inside the future. Talk to you soon. Also, if you want some help growing your business, like, maybe you're a little frustrated with like your progress is not as fast what you want. Maybe you're overwhelmed because there's a lot of different things that it looks like you have to do in order to, start getting off the ground. But you don't really know exactly what you don't know. And logically, you understand where it's like, I need to get good at my pricing. I need to get good at my marketing. Then I have to be able to close those and get good at sales. Then I need to be able to go and get my time back, right? My time, and start building a team. If you're interested in those 4 things, you just don't know how to go about it, and you want to save years off of your learning curve, then I recommend you go ahead and click on the link inside the description below to book a call with me to see if I can help you out. Now on the call, I'm just going to basically look at like, where are you right now? Where do you want to go? And then thirdly, if I think I can help you out, I'll just outline what that process looks like. And then if it's a good time and you think everything's in alignment, we can get started right then and there. If it's not the right fit for you at that moment in time, at least I can point you in the right direction towards like what are some resources to be able to grow. And then maybe in the future, if the timing's better or the fit changes, then we can work together long term. So hopefully we have a great day. I'll talk to you soon. I'll see you inside the next video. Take it easy.